Should I play it? Should I play Total War Rome Remaster? I never played the first one. Maybe we could schedule some time for that this weekend. I will pay you very much. Oh, that's a pretty tempting offer. I'm not gonna lie. I do like money. That is a well-known fact about me.
Fresh as it comes.
I think we can make some time to do that this weekend. Maybe we could do that tomorrow morning. And then if I really like it, we could maybe do a campaign. We'll give you stuff? That's a little nebulous, dude. I'm gonna be honest. It may not seem like it, but there are certain things I would not want. Alright, let's go ahead and fast I kinda wanna get that metal flower. Alright, okay. We're gonna get this collectible, then we'll go back. I promise. I feel like this is one of those games that's like, you know, 50 to 100 hours maybe, but like probably significantly less. Like, you know, like 50 to 60 hours. But if you're someone like me, that it's like, ooh, shiny, then it becomes an infinitely longer game. It's just like, I'm so full of regret. Ooh, snow. There's one more thing on the map. Oh my god. I don't see any other collectibles. I see a corrupted zone. There's another flower way over there. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just get this one. We're going to want to be clever in how we get this one. Because, holy crap. There are two of these big lads. So the most important thing we need to do first is find the flower. The flower will have a ring. It'll have like a triangle of distinct flowers around it. I'm not seeing it from here. Okay, let's go a little further this way. Hollow gum, I do mind. Jeez. Jeez! It's hard to imagine living in a world with something that big. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, blue whales are like that big, if not larger, but you know, you can easily go your entire life and not know those things even exist. Okay, let's hustle.
Ouch. Snow haze. White as gum. That thought got dark.
You don't follow a path, do you, big guy? Of course not. That'd be too easy. Ooh, jeez. There it is. I see it. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. now we're just going to make our way out of here. Very carefully. Very carefully. Okay.
Tasty.
Grab some goodies on the way out. Campfire discovered. There it is. Oh, that was a waste of an arrow. Okay. So now we can get rid of that. We're going to go back to the Hunter's Lodge. I mean, he did literally say in his opinion. I mean, he can't be wrong. It's his opinion. That was neat. Alright, so if we can, we do want to find a Shopkeep. Let's go turn in this quest first, and then we can do that on the way out.
Sure as the sun's rising.
Hello. Who's this guy?
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Oh, this is the flower dude.
Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely?
Sure.
Ah, let us haggle over this.
Don't have enough.
Till we meet again. A moment of your time, Outlander?
These are all the specialty merchants. You said it like everyone thinks that? What? No. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
These Australian merchants are going to put my family out of business.
Alright, here we go.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage.
Yeah, well, your mustache looks
This is
like
beneath
garbage, so,
even you,
you know.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I want that necklace.
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
Red Maw's gonna kill that man.
People should dress like it.
Tear Blaster weapon box. Nice.
This is a good day.
Kill him? I'm not gonna kill him.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you? My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in a massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members
That's a
of
bummer.
the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone
Facts.
thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too.
What is that, like a
Yet
arena?
when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them.
Oh, man.
And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry.
That's a badass way to go, though. Like, jumping into a death pit to save your buddies. Or to
What
fight
happened
alongside them.
to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
Yeah, he sent
He
you
didn't
out.
want you
He
to
sent
die
you out
with
on
them.
purpose.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially
Man,
the
Aziz
man
is an
who
asshole.
benefited most from their deaths. Aziz.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it's
I wanna
still
fight
bears the
Red Moss
marks of
so
over
bad.
a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me,
he's a
it's
boogeyman.
more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Aziz. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family.
Oh, Hologram, how'd your test go, by the
He
way?
was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Aziz.
Not if I do it first.
Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a Stormbird?
Ugh.
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
What about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
Cool, cool, cool. I'm looking forward to finding that big son of a gun. The deadliest game. Yes. Wait, what is it for?
I'm not going home. Nope. Don't want to face my father.
2 new thrushes in one day. Makes a hawk proud.
2?
Who else just became a Thrush?
Arctic. I see him rising to the top very quickly. He reminds me of myself at his age.
What will you say when I bring in a Thunderjaw trophy?
That's a wonderful goal. Perhaps you can have Arctic give you some tips.
Can you tell me what happened during the massacre?
A terrible time. King Jiran purged loyal subjects and traitors alike throughout the Sundan. He even called out members of our lodge.
Why?
Some spoke out against the killing. And when the soldiers came for them, we all objected. And for that crime,
Wonder how he
those
survived.
who were not arrested were forced to watch our comrades murdered in the Sun Ring. I shouldn't say more.
Hey, Jack and Diego, how's it going, dude?
Please, tell me what happened that day in the Sun Ring.
Normally, victims of the Sun Ring fell within minutes as the crowd cheered their deaths. But not with our Hawks. They stood alone against wave after wave of machines. Hours passed, the men taking turns fighting as the others rested. The crowd's mood turned, rallying around our men. Some of them left, their bloodlust unsated. We members stayed and watched till nightfall.
What happened in the Sun Ring at nightfall?
The sun had set, and only firelight and the glow from the machines lit the ring. It was then the court released a behemoth.
A behemoth?
Several hawks at once jumped into the ring to fight alongside the condemned. They had snuck in their weapons. I wish I had as well. The machine didn't discriminate. It crashed into the stand, devastating spectators.
Oh my
and fighter
God!
alike. It was a slaughter.
And how did the battle in the Sun Ring come to an end?
What is a
Alana's
behemoth?
father climbed atop of the Hemoth and with one well-placed spear destroyed it, just as a second knocked him to his death. Her brother and the others fought this second behemoth, falling one by
Oh, there were
one
two of them.
as they put themselves between the beast and the stands. And so we and the spectators were saved. Those who had once cheered for their deaths thanked the dying men for their very lives.
Man.
Brave end. And how terrible that no one speaks of it.
Man. That's a bummer.
Do you know where Redmaw is?
I do not. Rumor of it spreads quickly within the lodge. As soon as it is spotted, it disappears again. I must say I'm surprised by your achievements. Bringing in a stalker already.
Save your surprise. I'm just getting started.
Okay. Jack, you're a little lost in the story? You mean the game story? Well, right now, we're kind of between a lot of things, but the thing we're primarily focusing on at the moment is hunting down, or is building our reputation within the Hunter's Lodge. So we've earned a lot of their respect. However, we still have to, the big bad is Aziz, who is he's the Hawk. So he's the big boss, but he clearly is just the worst. We found out the Hawks that came before him were much, much better. But, unfortunately, they're all dead. Which is the story we were just hearing about, is how they died. So they died not only defying a mad king, but, also defending everyone in the stands from rampaging monsters. Yeah, it's so weird to think about, like, gladiator-type stuff. Like, events, going to an event where the purpose is to watch and cheer on as something is, like, mauled or killed. I can't even imagine. I know there are places in the world where that still happens. Which to me is just like, ugh. It's just barbaric, you know? Alright, let's go get this metal flower, and then we're gonna hunt us some big boys.
Looks good.
I like how I told myself I was gonna buy a bunch of supplies when I went into town, and then that's the one thing I forgot to do. We got shell walkers. What is your gift? Text mail. What? From Theresa Sanders to Sarah Peterson. Hi Sarah, I want to thank you for your gift, but not for the reasons you think. A little recap, I told you that I needed to enlist and fight this fight. That I'd be a coward not to do so. In response, you called me disloyal and shut me out for days. So I do as I said I'd do. If you'll remember, I was the one in this relationship who actually did that and joined up. Did I know I was leaving you behind? Yes. Did I feel bad about it? Yes. Then 2 days into the basic, I get a package for you. I open it. Wait. I feel like we've already read this one. I know for a fact we've read this one before. Huh. Yeah, we've definitely read that before. Man, it's scary to think that we found that data point literally in like the middle of frickin' nowhere, and yet like there's no map marker for it, so there could be countless of those just like hiding around. Shellwalkers have a lot of goodies if you can take them down. Which I fully intend to.
Watch your step.
Hopefully that got rid of his front claws, because his front claws have a nasty bit. Oh, where do you think you're going? I feel like I'm having no effect. Yeah, there we go. What do I want to see in the Cathay trailer? The biggest thing for me is I want to see the Celestial Dragon Emperor, and I want to see what he is. I am really hoping... Wait, was there a weapon in there? Ooh, the Tear Blaster? What is this? The blast of compressed air from this close-range weapon strip armor... Wait, it's a melee weapon? Yo! Wait, what? Oh no, it's a close range. Cannot be modified. I guess we should try it? We got a tutorial for it. Okay, I've got a tutorial for all these.
Go on forever.
But yeah, the big thing for me in a Cathay trailer is I want to really see, I really want to see the Dragon Emperor, the Celestial Dragon Emperor, show up, and us get to see him hopefully turning into a dragon and also a man, or at least have a dragon form. I'd also really like to see, I want to see like a dragon turtle kind of thing. Like a big, so I've actually been doing a bit of research into Chinese mythology lately to like get ready for the game. And just learning about a lot of their mythos or a lot of the like creatures that you can find. And it's kind of an interesting thing because something that China not like suffers from in like the sense of like, oh, it's a bad thing, but something that makes developing creatures for them kind of hard from a Warhammer perspective is that Chinese mythology, a lot of the creatures and monsters and stuff are essentially beastmen. So they are human-animal hybrids that why can't I? Oh, that's what I need. I need a raccoon bone. But so it's been interesting doing research about it, and I've spoken with a number of people from China as well. It's something that I'm wanting to start doing videos on very soon. But there's a lot of fascinating ideas and possibilities. But you have to dig like super duper deep. The Great Bastion. Oh yeah, I'm super excited to see the Great Bastion as well. I mean, the Great Bastion's a no-brainer, right? The Great Bastion makes up such a significant part of Cathay's lore that like you can't not have it feature as a major component. At least in my mind. New hunting grounds. I do like hunting grounds. Yeah, hopefully they have found an interesting way to do the Great Bastion. I think a lot of people weren't necessarily super thrilled with how they handled the what do you call it? A Shadow Blast? Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna equip it just yet. But, like, Ulthuan was really cool, but I really disliked how easy it was, like, how stupidly the gates were implemented. Like, it took a long time for them to get unique maps, but most importantly, they kind of had this whole issue where, like, even though they're supposed to be these great unbreakable gates, they're very weird in that, like, oh, if the AI isn't, like, directly your enemy, they can just walk over them, which, it like, kind of takes you out of it, you know? It really does feel like they need to kind of go in and figure a lot of that out. You know what I mean? And so, like, I really hope they put a lot of thought and clever design into making the Great Bastion something really dramatic and, like, super fascinating and crazy. I don't want it to just be, like, a human version. I want it to be a bigger deal than, like, the Empire's, big old wall gate things and all that jazz, if that makes sense. I mean, because the Great Bastion is massive and all, like, it's just super interesting.
Aren't you a little out of your way, Nora? Your sacred lands don't extend this far.
I go where I like. What do you do here?
I'm the keeper of these hunting grounds, which means, of course, that I'm the local representative of the Hunter's Lodge. To be more specific, I oversee the leverage trials here. Not that a vagabond Nora has any chance at passing them.
Oh, well now.
You might be surprised.
I doubt it.
So how did you wind up here?
I didn't wind up here. It's an honor. I don't expect you to get it, but I'm well regarded at the Hunter's Lodge back in Meridian.
So much so that they sent you out here to pitch your tent in the wilds?
Nice.
Are you going to take part in a trial or stand here prattling at me? Select a trial, and I'll tell you what to do.